The grainy black and white photograph is a relic of a bygone era, a stark reminder of a scandal that gripped the roaring 20s. A woman lies in the stark confines of a morgue, her body bearing the telltale signs of trauma. Bruising, a chilling testament to violence, mars her skin, a silent scream in a world of flapper dresses and jazz music. This image, once splashed across newspapers and magazines, belonged to Virginia Rapp, a starlet whose life was tragically cut short, and whose death ignited a legal firestorm that would forever tarnish the career of one of the era's biggest comedic icons, Roscoe "Fatty" Arbuckle. This is not just a story of a death. It's a story of Hollywood excess, of accusations, trials, and a public perception that never quite recovered. To understand the gravity of this tragedy, we must first journey back to the glittering world of silent cinema, a world where dreams were projected onto massive screens and where stars like Roscoe Arbuckle reigned supreme. Arbuckle was more than just a comedian. He was a pioneer, a trailblazer in the art of physical comedy. His large frame earned him the nickname Fatty, but it was his infectious humor and undeniable talent that made him a box office sensation. He starred in countless shorts and features, his signature style of slapstick and wit bringing laughter to millions. He was a beloved figure, a symbol of the carefree spirit of the times, a bona fide movie idol whose name alone could guarantee packed houses. Then there was Virginia Rapp, a young woman who arrived in Hollywood with dreams of her own. She was a model, a rising actress, and a woman known for her beauty and vivacity. She possessed the undeniable allure that captivated the attention of the public in the 1920s. Like so many others, she was drawn to the promise of fame and fortune that Hollywood held, a magnet for those seeking to escape the ordinary. Her life was a whirlwind of parties, appearances, and the relentless pursuit of the next big opportunity. Little did she know that her path would intersect with Arbuckle's in a way that would lead to both their downfalls. Rapp, a hopeful but perhaps not immensely talented actress, had been trying to parlay her looks into a more substantial film career, often relying on her social connections. The events that would lead to this tragedy began on Labor Day weekend, 1921. Arbuckle was at the height of his fame, hosting a lavish party at the opulent St. Francis Hotel in San Francisco. The hotel itself was a monument to Gilded Age grandeur, its ballrooms and suites echoing with the clinking of glasses and the murmur of affluent guests. The gathering was a whirlwind of alcohol, music, and the uninhibited revelry that characterized the era. Champagne flowed freely, and the air buzzed with the energy of the partygoers. Virginia Rapp, a guest at the party, found herself amidst this chaotic scene, eager to make connections and perhaps find her own path to stardom. The San Francisco of the 1920s was a city alive with a vibrant, sometimes decadent, social scene, and this party was a microcosm of that energy. The details of what transpired within the hotel rooms that night are shrouded in controversy, forever etched in the annals of true crime as a tale of accusation and uncertainty. What is known is that Virginia Rapp fell ill, complaining of severe abdominal pain. She was taken to the emergency room at the hotel, a temporary measure before she was rushed to a hospital, where she died a few days later. The official cause of death was listed as peritonitis, an infection of the abdominal lining, possibly caused by a ruptured bladder. But the circumstances surrounding her death were far from clear, and the whispers that began to circulate were deadly. The first trial ended in a hung jury, unable to reach a verdict, a testament to the conflicting evidence and the difficulty in discerning the truth. The prosecution, undeterred and perhaps emboldened by the intense public scrutiny, brought Arbuckle to trial again. This time, the trial was even more intense, with lurid details of the party and the alleged assault splashed across the headlines of every major newspaper. The public's appetite for scandal was insatiable, and Arbuckle, once a beloved entertainer, was now a pariah. Despite the sensational nature of the trial, the jury remained deadlocked, again failing to reach a verdict. The public's perception of Arbuckle was already severely damaged, his once beloved image now permanently tainted by the persistent accusations, regardless of their truth. The third trial, however, would bring a different outcome. After weeks of testimony, the strain of the proceedings clearly visible on the faces of all involved, a jury finally reached a verdict, not guilty. But it was not a simple acquittal. The jury, in an unprecedented move, went further, issuing a formal apology. The statement, in its entirety, read, "Acquitting Roscoe Arbuckle is not enough. We feel that a great injustice has been done to him, and he should be exonerated from all blame." This public apology was a stark indictment of the flawed legal process and the devastating impact of the accusations. Despite the official exoneration, the damage was done. The scandal had irrevocably damaged Arbuckle's career. His films were pulled from theaters, and his name was synonymous with scandal. He was blacklisted in Hollywood, a cinematic ghost haunted by the specter of a crime he was found innocent of. He attempted to rebuild his career, directing and starring in a few films under an alias, but his comeback was never truly successful. The public, fueled by the relentless media coverage and the persistent rumors, found it difficult to forgive him. The laughter that once greeted his on-screen antics was replaced by murmurs and knowing glances. The case of Virginia Rappe and Roscoe "Fatty" Arbuckle is a complex one, a dark stain on the glamorous facade of early Hollywood. It raises fundamental questions about the pursuit of justice, the power of the media, and the destructive potential of public perception. Was Arbuckle guilty of the crimes he was accused of? The evidence remains inconclusive, leaving lingering doubts and unanswered questions that continue to fuel debate. The morgue photograph of Virginia Rappe, with its chilling image of the bruised body, stands as a stark reminder of the human cost of the tragedy and the utter destruction of Arbuckle's life. The impact of the case extended far beyond the courtroom and the headlines. It fueled the movement for stricter censorship in Hollywood. The moral panic of the 1920s, already heightened by changing social norms and the perceived excesses of the flapper era, intensified. The film industry, under increasing scrutiny, implemented stricter self-regulation, forming the Hays Code, a set of moral guidelines that would govern the content of movies for decades to come, effectively sanitizing the silver screen. The story also reveals the vulnerability of the famous. Arbuckle, at the zenith of his career, suddenly found himself stripped of his fame, his fortune, and his reputation. He was a victim of a system, a target of opportunists, and a scapegoat for the public's anxieties and moral outrage. The case serves as a cautionary tale about the pressures of fame and the precarious nature of public opinion, demonstrating how quickly adoration can turn to condemnation. In the aftermath of the trials, Virginia Rappe's name, though at the center of the scandal, faded into obscurity. She was remembered primarily as the victim, her story overshadowed by the notoriety of the accused, her own aspirations and life effectively erased by the sensational narrative. It is a testament to the power of reputation and the tendency to demonize the accused, even after acquittal, while the victim's individual story can become subsumed by the scandal itself. The legacy of the Rappe Arbuckle case continues to resonate today. It is a reminder of the importance of due process, the need for fair representation, and the dangers of prejudgment. It highlights the enduring power of rumors and the devastating effects of unsubstantiated accusations. The case serves as a stark reminder of the fragility of justice and the enduring power of public perception, a narrative that has been replayed in various forms throughout history. As we look back on the events of that fateful Labor Day weekend, the tragic death of Virginia Rappe and the destruction of Roscoe Arbuckle's career, we are left with an unsettling sense of unresolved questions. Did justice truly prevail? Did the truth ever fully come to light? The answers, perhaps, are lost to the mists of time, buried beneath layers of conflicting testimonies and sensationalized reporting. But the echoes of this tragic story continue to reverberate, a chilling reminder of the dark underbelly of Hollywood and the enduring human drama that forever defined a generation. The photograph of Virginia Rappe's body, the grainy relic of a bygone era, remains a testament to the tragedy and the unanswered questions, a haunting reminder of the human cost of scandal, and the enduring mystery of a story that continues to captivate and disturb.